tricky to get a horse that can do this?
Yeah, for the most part, it's just whether or not they are happy with this lifestyle. Because, their personalities, the diversity of their personalities, if they've raced, then there's a lot more schooling that they've had.
Yeah. You've been a psychologist for decades. What was it that made you think that this model would work of bringing horses into mental health therapy?
I had used dogs in a similar way in my work at a psychiatric hospital that I worked at, and I saw how effective it was. But honestly, I didn't really know. I just had a couple horses that I didn't know what else to do with. I figured we have to do something. They couldn't race, they couldn't ride, so I decided to just sort of tinker around and see if it would help. And it does. Horses have different depths to their personalities. They have even finer tuned sense to humans' emotions. As prey animals, they're really dialed into the behaviors, the emotions of both the horses around them and the humans.
Can you talk about the type of person who's going to walk through the gates of Therapeutic Horses of Saratoga, but maybe even more importantly, what the person would walk away with?
Well, really anybody can walk through these gates. The horses do not discriminate, so they're happy to engage with anyone. And this form of therapy really is helpful in so many various ways that there is no particular challenge that we say no to. Leaving here after spending time with the horses, people report feeling like they just had a massage, feeling like, wow, I never could get at those feelings when I was sitting and talking with somebody. And the horses brought that out in me. Those are some of the successes that we see.
So it's easier for them to drop their defenses with the horses.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the interaction that happens between the person and the horse in this space?
Yeah, it can range from something very basic initially to just getting comfortable being in the space together. And horses are very large animals, so for somebody who isn't used to horses, that's its own process. Sometimes also it's just developing a bond, a safe bond that they don't get in other human relationships. And horses are so good at that as long as you can earn their trust. And once they consider you safe and trustworthy, they just give you all of that healing energy and that relaxing, positive energy, and that is so soothing to a human. And there's something, I don't know that we know we don't know exactly what it is just yet. Someday, hopefully we will. But there's something about the horses and their energy that helps people feel safe and also evokes emotions, like it kind of drops those defenses and evokes emotions that sometimes people didn't even know they were avoiding.
The equine-assisted therapy has helped support people who've had traumatic experiences, but they're survivors, including veterans and domestic violence victims and children. How has it really helped them to sort of move on from that trauma into a place where they feel stronger?
Trauma has such a big impact in so many ways, physically and emotionally, that people feel like, they've just sort of lost who they are. Horses have a great way of seeing you still for who you are, and sort of cutting through all of that. They also help our neurological system heal.
And that's been scientifically quantified to some extent now, right, through the Man O' War Project, where we know that there is a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Man O' War Project was really groundbreaking research in this field to show that It does heal the body, it heals the mind. We're able to track changes in the brain of veterans, and it's really important research.
I really want to understand how the horses can sense what we need. Can you explain the science or maybe even the magic behind that?
I can try. I think there's a lot that we still don't know. I think because in the wild, they have to tune in so acutely to their surroundings in order to keep their herd safe. They see and sense our emotions in a way that we can't. We're not tuned into that level of energy.
You're talking about like that emotional presence that the horse can see and sense that we as people can't see and sense?
Yes. Yep. And we are in lots of different situations every day, and regardless of how we're feeling, sort of as humans, our natural tendency is to maybe mask those emotions. And horses don't care if you're smiling. If you are feeling miserable inside, they see that energy. And so they can really kind of dial right into, what's going on with someone.
How does the healing moment present itself? How do you know it's happened, and what does it look like?
Sometimes it's, a client saying, oh my gosh, I never realized that, or I had no idea that I felt this way. Those are healing moments where they've become connected with something important to them, whether it's painful or positive, and it's new. It's a change, it's a shift.
Yeah, and they felt it.
Yep.
Something they had never felt before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it something that you find some people who aren't willing to go into therapy or willing to try this, like, hey, let's just go out and see the horses?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it feels less intimidating for whatever reason, than sitting in an office, on a couch, in a chair, whatever, just face to face with somebody. And you're moving around, you're out in nature. That has its own benefits too, and you're moving in the paddock with the horses, which also, as an aside, helps us, process emotions a little more fluidly.
If you had one message for somebody who's been struggling, and maybe they've even tried everything, what would you want them to know about this place?
This place is different from all of the other traditional therapies. It feels safe, it's peaceful, and it's an opportunity to heal in a way that most people have never experienced.